Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of June 22nd. A lot of you guys have been asking about my readings and where my website is. It's just in the description below. You can check that out. All my readings are listed there. But let's get right into your week here. So, I think you have a positive week. You have the Seven of Diamonds coming up first, which just means this card's interesting. It's like worrying about money worrying about money coming in, worrying about situations. Sagittarius is a very see it to believe it kind of sign. Like you're very, it's like Sagittarius is like prove it to me is kind of like the thing that Sagittarius is. So things have to be kind of like proven to Sagittarius, and this is kind of like your financial situation is getting better, but you still don't believe it type of energy. And even if it hasn't gotten better yet, it is getting better, but you just aren't you just aren't seeing it for whatever reason, or for whatever reason you're just not seeing it. This is, this card, the good news about this card is it always ends up positive. You always end up looking back and seeing the positivity and seeing the good things that are coming into your life and seeing that you didn't have to worry about anything whatsoever. Kind of an interesting thought on that. Next, you have the Jack of Spades, and the Jack of Spades is a pretty interesting card. It's a spiritual card, and that's really what I'm getting off of it right now. Is that you're going to be feeling very spiritual this week, maybe opposite of what you normally feel, more so. It's also a card of kind of breaking through barriers, fighting through obstacles and things like that you have in your life. And it's like a card of just like blasting right through them. The reason I use this deck so much is because of the imagery. It's a guy and he's like in a Civil War get up right there on the card. Kind of an interesting, these cards, I don't think they were, as far as I know, they weren't created with like spiritual meaning or anything behind them, but it's interesting that the artist chose that, somebody who goes to war, as an imagery for the card. That's kind of what it means. It's kind of like, you've been through a battle, you're going through battles, you're overcoming obstacles, all the things that war has to do with, as a soldier. It's like you're a soldier in life. And I think, you're finally coming home is really what the reading is saying, that you're finally coming home, you're finally breaking through those barriers and things like that. Next, you have a great card. You have the Two of Hearts. If you are in love with somebody or you're with somebody, it just simply means that you will be having a very strong relationship. It'll be very positive and very loving and all of those other things that go along with a positive relationship. If you're not in a relationship, it means get out there, because you could meet somebody who very well becomes a love relationship. This card is very similar to Lovers in the tarot. It's two people coming together. That's what the card represents. And again, positive. It's a positive union. So it's not like it's not a relationship that won't last. It's not a relationship that's meaningless or anything like that. It's a very positive relationship. So like I said, if you are single, get out there and go meet somebody, because the love is definitely on the table this week. And then to wrap it all up, you have the Queen of Hearts coming in. Queen of Hearts is an interesting card. It's what I'm really getting is it is you. For both of these cards, I'm really getting that they are both you, and the energies that you will be feeling this week. The Queen of Hearts is very, very caring, and I would get that this is in your relationship, that you would be very caring and things like that. If you're not in a relationship, you're still going to have all those feelings coming up. And it's a card, she's very powerful. She's usually represented as a water sign, has all those water sign abilities, kind of like intuition, very smart, uses her brain, but uses her psychic ability as well in all situations. And what I'm getting is that you need to use all those things to be successful this week. You need to use intuition, your brain, and maybe you just need to go with the flow a little bit this week, so that you can be successful in all your situations. And what I'm getting is to make more money, you need to kind of use your intelligence, your wit, and things, your mental powers, really, to be successful. So I think you're going to have a great week. Like I said, love is definitely on the table if you are single. Even if you aren't single, very powerful relationship energy going on here. And I think, yeah, it's interesting. This is the card that I'm most drawn to this week. I think it's like you're coming home from war. You've been through a battle. You're finally coming home, and I think you're going to start seeing your rewards, even though you are worried about it for some reason and you don't see it. So have a great week. I think you are going to have a great week. I think it's only going to get better from here as well. I think you're really going to start, as we get through the summer, having a better time and better financial times, better love times. All of that is coming to you. So thank you for watching this video.